Get ready for the best overlanding event in Tennessee. The 6th annual Southeast Overland Camping Event. March 27th through the 29th at the historic Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. See you at SOC. Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Dial it in, let the stories talk. TNT Overlander on the screen. Dirt on the rigs, just living the dream. Overland rigs in a dusty line before the trail ride tales and a good campfire. Midland radio chatter, trails to explore. Chasing that rock line and adventure more. On the rock slide, raise it high. SOC's calling from the southern side, full of vendors and rigs inside those prison walls. Brushy Mountains got that historical feel. Best in Tennessee, yeah, the legend is real. Vendors lined up, gear on the tables, trainings, raffles. Grab what you're able, numbers getting called, crowd saying, yeah, you might roll home with some cool new gear. On the rock slide, raise it high. Flames, rubber on the trails, campfires and friends, that's our kind of life. Adventure and explore every single mile on the rock slide. Hey, 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 hey. SOC coming on strong, mark that date, it won't be long. Tents in a row, stories to explore, laughs by the fire, let the late night roll. On the rock slide.
What is going on, guys? It's Darren
and Morgan
with TNT Overlander, your hosts of the Southeast Overland Camping Event. And this is episode 4 of On the Rocks Live with TNT Overlander. So sorry, we're a little late tonight. We've had a little bit technical difficulties. For some reason, my computer says it is 7:05, which is 5 minutes off. As well as it's running a little bit slow right now. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. But put a little note in the chat asking everybody where they're joining us from and if they're sipping on anything, what they're sipping on. Tonight is a little bit of Woodford Reserve for me. What are you sipping on, babe?
Just water. No extra caffeine today.
Her safety jug. No extra caffeine?
Mm-mm.
Well.
I haven't eaten today, so I did not want to add a heart attack to that.
Josh, did you type that in there again? And as you know, we have Josh behind the camera, knx.rnr on social media. There's a foot and a shoe coming in the camera for a second. If you're not following him, go give him a follow on Instagram and Facebook as well. So tonight's giveaway, and we might lose you guys for just a little bit, but the first way to enter was in the post. You have to be following us and, thankfully, who this video is presented by tonight. You want to say who it's presented by tonight?
Outer Limit Supply.
So, Outer Limit Supply first aid kits. We love their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have their first aid kits in every single one of our vehicles. And yeah, I mean, it's just great products, great life-saving tools. So make sure you are following on Instagram, Outer Limit Supply and TNT Overlander. Even if you've got to X out of here for just a minute, go ahead and head over to Instagram real quick because Josh is going to be checking that while we're in this video. And trust us, this one you don't want to miss. This giveaway tonight's over $100.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's just awesome that we're able to do that.
Yeah, it is.
So, again, thanks Outer Limit Supply for that, and cannot wait for some lucky, person watching to win that.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Let's see here. Let's go over a little bit about the event.
Okay.
And then we'll ask anybody if they have any questions and get into that. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, ask us anytime you want. Type in the chat what your question is, and we can answer that the best we can. If Morgan or I miss it on the screen, Josh usually sends us a private chat so we're able to see as well. So, yeah, you want to hit the title sponsors, babe?
All right, for title sponsors, we have Scrub Blade Wiper Blades, we have Firestone Tires, Super Overland, and Midland Radios.
And all those are such great companies. It's so cool that, these guys not only believe in us as TNT Overlander, but support the event, that we've ran for 6 years now. It's amazing. There's no words to really put that to.
Yeah, it's more like a family than like a sponsor relationship.
And two of them are
awesome.
New title sponsors this year.
Yep, but we've known them for a while, so It was really exciting when they asked to be sponsors. There was no hesitation when we said yes because, they're just great people and they've supported us and we love supporting them.
Yeah. All right, so the next, I want to go over our area sponsors, which we have 4 great ones this year. We have ROA Off-Road, Rhino USA, X-Grid Campers, and the Morrison's Outdoor Adventures. All of them have been a part of the event for a very long time, and their support does not go unnoticed. And, any of the area sponsors or our title sponsors' products are great products. If you want to see them at the event, come see them at the event and check out the event sales. Or if you want to support them online and their products. I think that's a great thing. We cannot thank them enough.
Nope.
So
we just thank them every time.
We do. We thank them every time. We have them on banners. We have them on flags. We have everything.
Yep.
I cannot think of, except for a backdrop.
That's
Make
true.
a massive backdrop with their logos.
We could. It would not fit in the house, but we could.
All right. So I did have a question. Can we just brag about how y'all are great if we don't have Instagram? Ooh. All right. So Jason, yes, the first way to enter into the giveaway tonight, over $100 worth of product, was to follow TNT Overlander and Outer Limit Supply on Instagram. But let's divert a little bit. So if you could either make sure you're following, Josh, can you check Facebook likes? Okay, get back to us on that. Jason, stand by. We're going to do the best we can to answer that because I'm sure you're not the only one without Instagram. We have a lot of people without Instagram. And we try. That's why we have so many platforms. It's a pain to keep up with everything and make sure they all say the same stuff.
Yeah.
But
I get it though
it's fair to
because
everybody.
they all have different types of media. Facebook, you can have news articles and videos and keep up with people's lives and communicate a little bit better. Instagram is a lot of just pictures and snapshots of people's lives. So I get it.
Sorry, I was making sure somebody was at our front door.
Probably a package.
It is a package. I wonder what it is.
Probably mine.
It might be mine.
Probably yours.
I ordered you something today.
I ordered something like 2 weeks ago and I'm still waiting for it.
Okay, it might be that.
It's probably not that.
It's not what I ordered you. I ordered that today. Yeah. So, Morgan, what do you want to talk about tonight about the event? You know, we've went over some basic rules. We've went over some. We can hit the activities on site a little more.
Yeah, we can talk about what we provide, but also what the venue provides.
True. That's a good one because the venue stuff and what is available on site from Brushy Mountain and the prison and all that, those amenities are not all included without an additional cost.
Correct.
So we do need to hit on that just a little bit more. We've hit on trail rides just a little bit, but yeah, I think this is a great opportunity to sit down with you guys. Do you guys have any questions for us about the event? Check-in questions, camp size questions.
I know all things check-in.
Normal event schedule. I mean, we're starting to work on that. I mean, we're still 5 weeks out, I think.
It feels like tomorrow, but
we might be like 4 weeks out now.
I don't even know.
It's going to come very quickly.
It's blurring.
But while we are waiting, so second way to be entered to in the giveaway tonight is to tag 3 people. Now, Josh, we had some issues with that last week, right? I know you cannot tag on YouTube. I don't know what is.
Hang on, guys. They lost stuff, apparently. I think I'm still on, though.
Good. Do I need to get my computer?
Let's see. Are we back? It does show that we're back. All right. So the other one, I'm going to put that in the comments. All right. Are we back, Josh? I do not know what is going on with this technology tonight. We've never had this many issues.
But your times are up.
My time did correct itself. We are in the future, babe.
Or you're just living in the past.
I might have been living in the past. Sorry about that. So the second way to be entered in tonight's giveaway, tag 3 friends at symbol. Type their name. It needs to turn blue. Hit the space bar. Go to the next one. We had some people that did not do that last time. And I know people are jumping on this real quick. In that same comment, you need to also put outer limit supply or just first aid kit. Put first aid kit. So tag 3 people and then the words first aid kit all in the same comment. Do that real quick. That's the second way to be entered. Josh is laughing at me. She's laughing at me. I had a plan for this and the technology failure got to me.
You're a little frazzled.
I'm a little frazzled. Razzle dazzle. Can we say that? Is that trademarked?
Razzle dazzle?
Yeah. I don't know. All right. So if you're joining us here, tonight's giveaway, watch the video. We're going to give away something to people watching the video worth over $100. We just got like 20 more people watching really fast. So I wanted to say that.
Or you were stuck in the past and they've already been here.
Or I was stuck in the past. All right, there we go. See, 3 people, first aid kit. That's easy. Tag 3 people, first aid kit. And you can win $100 first aid kit. This is pretty awesome.
Yep.
All right, so let's keep going while they're doing this. Josh, can you type that in the notes? Just the 2 ways, way 1 to enter and way 2 to enter, and go from there. Well, the comments.
In the comment box is what he
Sorry,
meant.
my brain is left the chat. You want to take over for a minute?
I can because we still haven't talked about the amenities and what we are actually providing. You went off on your own squirrel tangent.
Would you like to talk about that?
I can.
Sweet. I'll let you take the floor for a minute while I meditate.
Okie dokie. So
If you're new to watching this, I would highly suggest you pay attention to the looks that this beautiful woman beside me gives me whenever I say something stupid. It's a lot in videos.
So, what we provide with your camping pass is not only camping on site, you get access to 2 nights of raffles, 3 nights of live music. You have vendors set up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you have a group fire pit. If the weather's kind of cool, we can have a big old fire.
Even if it's hot, we still have a fire.
So we can have a fire no matter what. And then at the location, we're at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. So with that comes a few fun things. They are not open to the public yet. So this will basically be a soft opening for them. So with that, they are providing tours for you guys. So you can do self-guided tours. I think that is Friday and Saturday. You will purchase those tickets in the Warden's Table restaurant. Also, the Warden's Table restaurant will be open. It is a barbecue restaurant.
Fantastic barbecue.
I really like their cookies.
Well, I like the
Pulled pork,
no,
bologna,
no.
brisket,
I just had it on top of my head.
chicken,
No, it's the
bread.
golden stuff. Yes.
Pancake?
The pancakes are good. Yes. Like the corn pudding stuff. I could
Like a
not
corn
think
casserole?
of corn. Yeah, the corn casserole.
They also have coleslaw. Now that I've named their whole menu.
The brisket's really good too.
They fried bologna sandwich.
I'm telling you, this technology thing has killed me tonight. I am lost for words.
They have beer. Anyway, so Warden's Table will be open, and inside the Warden's Table, you also have a distillery. So you can do, I think it's $5 for a tasting of their, I think it's whiskey, vodka, moonshine. I think that's what they have. But
whiskey.
yes, you can have adult beverages.
And they have the mixers.
They do
too.
have mixers. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
They'll provide like vodka, and you can get like Bloody Mary mix. They have like 3 different kinds. And then they've got other types of mixers. So you have that opportunity to purchase some alcohol on site. Please be responsible. And then also they have souvenirs and stuff. They've got t-shirts and mugs and cups and keychains and all that kind of stuff. And then also on the back side of the field, they have another restaurant. It's a pizza restaurant. And last year was the first year we were able to utilize that for our event, and you all almost sold them out of pizzas.
They did. They had to close.
Yeah,
until
they had to close early.
They got the shipment in on Sunday morning.
Yeah, so the pizza restaurant is open year round. It is not behind the fence of Brushy, so they are not doing a soft opening, whereas the Warden's Table is. And they were not prepared for you guys last year. So I think that's super awesome that you guys.
And their pizza is phenomenal.
Yeah, their pizza is very, very good.
It's kind of a deep dish, but still crunchy at the same time.
Yeah.
And with a lot of flavor. I mean, you get
It's kind of what we lived off of.
it's a
last
bang
year.
for your buck.
But yeah, the pizza is very good. So all that to say, you do have the option of 2 different restaurants on site. You've got the prison tours that you have to pay extra for all of these. You've got the souvenirs, you've got the alcohol.
Well, we've also got the coffee truck.
We will have a coffee truck, like we did last
Barista
year.
in the Bean. So thankful to have her back. I mean, who doesn't like coffee?
Yeah, she does coffee, cold coffees, and Red Bull. It's like a
Red Bull lemonade kind of thing.
yeah, they're very good. And some of them have like gummy worms and stuff in them,
Oh yeah.
which is really fun. So there's our food options.
Other than that, though, I mean, yes, you might have to pay extra if you want to do a prison tour. There's a few extra amenities that if you want to do, you can do. I would highly suggest if you've never done a tour, go take one. It's very educational. It's very humbling to walk through. It's just an experience that's hard to talk about.
Yeah, and it's one of those type of tours that you can make it last 5 hours or you can make it last an hour.
Yep.
It just depends on how much you want to, how much time you want to spend in each area, and it's there's areas where you can go in and there's like plaques and stuff that you can read, gives you a little bit of information, and you'll see, and it'll be random too. Like you'll be walking in one area and there's like a mailbox there on the wall and it explains how that's where letters were left and things like that. And you go to cafeteria and the gym and everything. So it's
And there's also, last year and the year before, they brought in some of the old guards that used to work there while it was open.
Yep, that is something that
And
they
had
offer
one
year
prisoner
round.
that was there
Yep.
for the event. Because, they do that, yes, while they're open normally, but they also did that for the event
Yeah, they did.
attendees. So they got the same bang for the buck. So they could ask questions and what was this really like?
Mhm.
This place closed in
2009.
2009. So I was going to count how many years ago it was back. But that's not that long ago.
Yeah, and it sounds like, oh, okay, it was 2009. But if you go in there, they didn't have insulation.
No.
HVAC system was definitely a no.
No heat, no air?
No heat, no air. HVAC system.
Yeah.
Plumbing was questionable. So, yes, I think it's a really good experience. I've been at night and day, so
yeah, not only for you, but also your family, your friends. It's a cool experience to do the whole time. Now, did you hit on? I know last week we talked about this with everybody. What about possibly doing the games? Did we hit on that? Like the cornhole, ladder ball stuff next to the campfire? Because, that was a huge hit in last week's conversation is people said that they want to do cornhole. They want to do maybe like a ladder ball tournament, something like that to be entertaining maybe while the live music is going on and just enjoy the night. We can easily make that happen, right? We can have 2 sets of cornhole boards.
We can make it happen. I wouldn't say easily.
We can have
For you
Josh
guys, we will make it
supervise and make sure nobody cheats. He says not. I think we're gonna have at least the games this year, but maybe not a tournament. Maybe a tournament.
We'll see. Maybe we'll get a volunteer to be
Each team plays to
tournament
5.
you get 5 chances.
You get 5 chances.
I'm not super familiar with yard games, so if there's something that you all like,
Not volleyball.
please put no.
Nothing like that.
Or frisbee. Nothing that has like a major flying object that could hit vendors.
We could set like a frisbee golf course up, like through the prison. That'd be so cool for a froth course. No,
I don't think that
Morgan's
owner
ex-naying that.
would be happy with that situation.
Josh, you'd be cool with that, right? A frisbee golf course through the hallways of the prison. And
we do it in the back field. Where
in the
stages.
cell, there's a
There's
a hole.
Just goes into the cell. You can get it out.
Yeah.
And I guess learn to
Bounce off
throw
the
better.
walls. Teach you to learn.
A disc collection. It's like going in the water. Same thing.
But yeah, if there's any games that you all like,
Ben said Ouija boards.
that's only inside the prison.
Nighttime activity inside the prison, a Ouija board. I would rather not, Ben. Nope.
I will not join you.
Nope.
You can do it Sunday night after everyone's gone. Cornhole. I would say ladder ball. We will have to get a ladder ball.
We have
game.
one.
It is like
Questionable.
it's just very flimsy. If there's a gust of wind, it'll fall over.
Oh, Ashley's got a basket. Ashley, I have a basket. Josh has a basket. We're at 3 of 9 holes for disc golf. I like this.
Put you on the swamp.
Yeah. So, so there's tons of activities throughout the event. Most of the stuff is included with your entrance fee, but the prison amenities, the tours, the food, the alcoholic beverage tasting, the trail rides at both locations. We have 2 locations for trail rides close. Those all cost extra.
The only reason the trail rides cost extra is because you have to have permits.
Yeah.
So if you already have like a Tennessee hunting license, you will be. Is that what it's the yearly?
It's a
pass.
wildlife management
Yeah.
OHV pass now.
So if you already have it for that year, then you don't have to do anything else. That will get you on some of the old TWRA trails. If you already have a Windrock pass for this year, you don't have to get anything else. You can already go on Windrock. So we only say it costs extra is because we don't own them, and Windrock is privately owned, so you have to get a pass for that. And then the state property, you just have to have the permit.
You know, and while I was out west, you know, we were on BLM land, and there's like the Land Between the Lakes area, you know, Midwest. We don't have that here in Tennessee.
Mhm.
We don't have trails that are just open to the public that are not privately owned. I wish we did. That's just not an option for us. So we've, you know, we have the largest off-road park in the United States right here in our backyard. You know, while I was at King of the Hammers, I told you this.
Mhm.
I'm meeting people that are like, you live 30 minutes from Windrock? That's so amazing. But we kind of take it for granted a little bit. Yes, we pay for it. We have a Windrock pass. We pay an annual pass every year. Right?
They can't hear that.
I really hope they did hear the dinosaur in the background.
I'm so sorry. You'll probably can hear it in there. You're like, these people are crazy. I have not eaten today, and my stomach is growling very, very loudly.
Yeah, so we had a comment come in from Chris Land. Josh, can you put that up there real quick? So since we're talking about trail rides, if you're going to trail ride at the event, now SOC is not hosting any guided rides, but we have several friends that are going to go on trail rides. Some of them are in the comments right now. Please be nice and make yourself known if you wish. But if you're going to trail ride at Catoosa WMA, or it's called the North Cumberland WMA, that is owned by the Tennessee Wildlife Management Association, TWRA. You have to have an OHV riding pass, or if you're a Tennessee resident or out of state, you have to have a small game permit for hunting, as well as I think it's
I
a
can't remember.
001, 093, and 092.
There's something with
You gotta have 3 passes.
It is more expensive for out of state.
It's
and
very
I'm
expensive.
Very sorry about that.
Look,
We-
Windrock is so much cheaper for out of state people.
It is. We will make a post this week that lists these requirements for you guys. We will make sure we highlight that for you because we have not done that. So we will do that, Chris.
And, you know, if you're going to ride Windrock Park, yes, everyone in the vehicle has to have a pass. Now, what's the WMA property, only 1 pass per vehicle, including kids and kids' prices. So if you have a kid, congratulations, it's cheaper for you. Probably the first time for anybody. But if you ride Windrock Park, buy a day pass, buy a year pass, plan to come back, whatever is going to work for you and your family. But we have a lot of friends and a couple off-road companies that are going to lead trail rides that just, hey, we're going out, come join us. And there's going to be a lot of that in the camping area too.
Yeah, and while we're on this, we did say we were going to make a post that will talk about people going off-road and having meetups and maybe like tagging along with other groups that are going. And so we will also start that as well. So if you are unfamiliar with the area and you want to go off-roading or just do some trail riding or go to like an overlook, that will be an option.
And honestly, if I'm going to interrupt her for just a second.
You can post it in the group.
If you're going to, in the group, not the event. Yes, I know. We have a lot of posts coming in the event. If you ask enough and very nicely and provide this one with a lot of coffee,
yes,
I might be able to go on a trail ride with you Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
We'll see. Darren likes to disappear during the event.
I would love to go on a trail ride with you. Absolutely. Maybe Sunday afternoon after we've packed most of it up, if you want to stay in the area and go on a trail ride, or maybe Saturday at like noon. That's a no.
Or the following week.
That's a no-go. Even Josh is sitting back here being like, nope, not going to happen. All right. As long as you stay on gravel and you're on a highway plated vehicle. Correct. Yep. Kenneth, you had a great comment there. Thanks for asking. Craig said he has instant Folgers and Rattle Rock question. Yeah, that guy. You know that guy, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know Craig?
Never heard of him.
Oh, well. Sorry, Craig. She don't know you. Anyways, let's get back to tonight's video. Josh, I have to reload this. So, there we go.
We don't have to reload it.
So let's talk about first aid kits a little bit. If you have any more questions about the event, put that in there. So we're going to talk about first aid kits in overlanding and travel for about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? This is an important thing for anybody in overlanding.
Yeah, this is one thing that we really, really emphasize whenever we talk to anyone that's never really been in the off-road industry, or they're new to like camping or even hiking and backpacking and just being in the outdoors, because you will never know when you're going to be in a situation where you need first aid. You can't control it. Something will happen at some point.
Yeah, and the best thing is, A, be prepared, and B, have the right tools and education to take care of that situation. We have been in that situation multiple times that we're going to talk about here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Not just overlanding, but also in some of our just traveling.
Literally me. I'm the problem.
Multiple times. It's a lot of fun, though. So as we talk about, overlanding and first aid kits and traveling with first aid kits, there's a few things to think about, and that is to make sure that your first aid kit has all of the essential categories. Your PPE, your little boo-boo situations.
Personal protective equipment.
Correct.
If you all don't know what PPE is.
Your boo-boo your boo-boo
Band-Aids.
and your basic stuff. That's 2 different categories, yes. And then your trauma and bleeding control. Now that fits into one big category that we're going to touch on tonight a little bit, nothing crazy. And then first aid that is specific to you and your family.
Yep.
That is massive.
That one's my favorite.
And we're going to touch on those topics for about 2 minutes apiece, maybe. Nothing crazy. And then let's go ahead and tell them what tonight's giveaway is.
All right.
Should we?
Go ahead.
So tonight's giveaway is actually one of the Outer Limit Supply IFAC Solo Quick Pull first aid kits.
What does IFAC stand for?
Individual first aid kit. Oh, I thought you were legit asking me.
People don't know acronyms.
Oh, so this kit right here has everything that you need. Yes, it's not like a waterproof kit like this that we're going to talk about, but I've actually had one of these mounted on the outside of the motorcycle for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It stays in good condition. Everything stays decent, but it's not waterproof. It's just a little water and weather resistant. Now, with this, I know I'm going to talk a little bit more than Morgan on this. I actually teach classes on first aid, actually at the event. So if you want to attend a first aid class at the event, please come see me. It's free. It's included with your stuff. But
With your stuff, with your pass.
with your admission. That's what we're going to think of. And I'm teaching a class next week at the Save Expo. Similar to this, but more in depth in about 45 minutes just on this. So it's 100 and... I actually just had it pulled up. Josh, can you put a link to this kit that we're going to give away in the comments? Let people go look at it kind of while we're watching this and just see how it goes. I'm going to throw my watch over here for a minute.
Probably should.
These
Get
guys
distracted.
are killing me. All right, so back to first aid. It is important that you have a kit that suits all of these 5 categories. Yeah, you want to protect yourself. You want to take care of basic and boo-boo situations, trauma situations, and you and your family's needs. Now, whenever we talk, sorry, I skipped ahead just a little bit. Let's talk about boo-boo and basic first aid real quick. So I actually punched the cabinet accidentally earlier as I was grabbing something behind the cabinet, and I cut my finger just a little bit. Nothing crazy, right? So that could be a simple boo-boo. I need a Band-Aid, maybe a little bit of Neosporin. It's not needed. Just a Band-Aid, let it heal up, and good to go. Now, whenever you go into your more basic first aid, maybe I need a splint to support my finger. Maybe I need some gauze, some dressing, and some wrap. Maybe some tape to take care of that. So those are two different categories that you need to make sure that you kind of know just a little bit more and what you need in that kit for each of those, and make sure you're prepared for any situation.
Yeah, Darren skipped PPE, but I think that's very, very important because
I did.
you may build your kit for something that you would need, but there's also the possibility that you could be rendering first aid on someone else, and it could be someone you don't know. You don't want people's bodily fluids on you, especially if you have open wounds or anything like that. So we always have multiple pairs of gloves, natural gloves. We have masks in case there's someone is, coughing and that kind of stuff. You're protecting your own face.
We even have CPR masks.
Mm-hmm.
PPE is definitely highly important. I'll put that back up there for a second. That's why it's number one, is because you do want to protect yourself. And that's on me for getting that skip or that step right there.
Okay. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, you got me. Teamwork. All right. So secondly, and well, I guess now we're at fourthly, which is trauma and bleeding control. That's where we get into our chest seals, our tourniquets, our hemostatic gauze. That's going to stop the bleed very quickly. Now, I teach a class on stop the bleeding. That's a true 4-hour-long class total.
Yeah.
If we go hands-on with everything, maybe 6 with some breaks. I'll try to give you guys breaks. It's about a half-day true class and let you get comfortable with tourniquets, with chest seals, and with hemostatic gauze and wound packing and a lot of stuff that is important. Mm-hmm. We take overlanding and off-roading for granted, to where if I'm off-road and I have my arm out the window, a stick could penetrate my arm to where I'm like, oh no, what do I do? And I'm not ready for it. We know a friend that has actually happened to.
Yep.
And they had to take care of that situation all by itself. We have friends that have vehicle rollovers, that have accidents on the trail, all that, all the time. So be prepared. I don't want to scare anybody into overlanding, but every hobby has its own dangers.
Yeah.
I like RC cars, and the lithium batteries catch fire all the time on social media.
Yeah.
I still charge them here in the basement, but I have a fire extinguisher nearby. Everything kind of has issues, but overlanding is a seriously dangerous hobby.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just about being prepared.
You could be out in Colorado to where you have no cell phone service, no means other than to save yourself or someone else that you're with this equipment. And Outer Limit Supply provides kits that are perfect for you guys. And that's why we've worked with them for 7 years now.
Yep.
So I think it's highly important that you do protect yourself and you do take care of yourself.
Also, to add to the boo-boos and Band-Aids and basic, have a medicine kit. So one thing that comes in...
Some of them. Remember, it changed.
Yeah, and some of them is... And you can add it to yours, obviously. It doesn't even have to be this brand. But ibuprofen,
nausea medicine.
I was going to say Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, stomach medicine. You got sick sitting by a fire one day.
I did, yeah. Someone was burning plastics. And
a lot of it.
And I got very, very sick to a point where we were worried that I was a little too dehydrated. But Darren, after a couple hours of me being sick, remembered that we had anti-nausea medicine in the first aid kit. And within 30 minutes, I felt good enough to drive home. So, I mean, just simple things like that.
So I'm going to open this kit up. This kit is ours. And as you can see, this kit is absolutely full of anything and everything. I mean, this is a fantastic kit. This is actually our kit that we have on our e-bike on the Outer Limit Supply quick release system. This waterproof kit mounts to whatever. I got it. you pull this tab that sticks out, and it releases off of the mounting plate. Now, we have mounting plates on 3 vehicles.
Just 2.
And the e-bike. So, but as you can see, their kits, they come with everything. We're going to dig into them just a little bit, but I want to give, Outer Limit Supply a bigger shout out. We've been with them for so many years, and we do sell these at events. We're going to be selling these kits at the Save Expo with a few show specials. So come by next week. Me and Josh will be there. Josh will answer as many questions as he can about these kits while I am gallivanting around, as Morgan would normally say. But it's a family-owned business. They're actually joining us here, and they're out of Colorado. Travis is the owner. He is a firefighter, paramedic. He's super trained. He's talked with some doctors about this. Overland Bound, if you've heard of them, they created a kit just for them, the Overland Bound First Aid Kit. It's got a lot of fantastic stuff in it. That's tested, true, and good for you and your family. And the last thing that I want to talk about in this, which is the biggest thing, is have first aid supplies specific for you and your family. Let's talk about Morgan for just a second. So Morgan is allergic to bees.
So I was
Yellow
not
jackets.
I was not allergic to bees growing up. So about 5 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, whatever, irrelevant. I was stung by a yellow jacket, and turns out I developed an allergy. And it's a very strange allergy, and it gets into my bloodstream, and it develops an infection
very quickly.
Very, very quickly. So
now we carry EpiPens.
Yep.
And there's one other thing too that also is you need to carry stuff that you are trained in. You can check my kit and probably like Travis's, the owner of Outer Limit Supply. We have IV bags and IV kits and drip kits and all that. And I think, if you're not trained in that, do not do that to somebody. Do not do that to a family member. Keep yourself safe and don't injure somebody further just because you're not trained in it. And attend training classes to gain that experience and that knowledge to help keep yourself and somebody else safe.
Yes. And we will always, always, always recommend taking classes. Even if you've had first aid classes or you've had CPR classes, please continue to refresh your knowledge, because things do change. Because one year you may have to do mouth-to-mouth for CPR, and then the next year they may change it to where it's not required. And the medical field is constantly changing. So just please don't let it expire if it's something that you're willing to learn, because you could save a life one day. And I would hate to be in a situation where you have everything you need but you don't know how to use it.
And one cool thing that I do, any event that I sell first aid kits at. So if you buy a first aid kit from me, either at an event or actually in person or online, or you reach out in social media and you're like, hey, I want to buy a first aid kit, I will offer that if you come to our hometown and meet up with me, I will train and have a one-on-one class with you about everything in these first aid kits, to include the bleeding control, the boo-boo, the basic, everything, me and you, as long as time permits and you come to me. I would love to travel the country and do it, but there's just no way.
If we had time. And we'll even bring some of our practice stuff. So we'll get our tourniquets out and show you how to use it properly. So you're not pulling all of yours out. But we will make sure that you are more comfortable with your kit before you leave.
Absolutely.
And Lori, yes, Red Cross training is an awesome option. And also, if you all have an REI local, REI offers really good wilderness outdoor training. That
wilderness first aid and first responder.
Yep.
Gander Mountain, Bass Pro. Check out all of those. And honestly, your local overlanding events. They usually have certified people. I know several events do that teach first aid on site. There's actually at the Save Expo, there's 3 classes. Yep. And I'm just teaching them one on Saturday.
And your state probably offers, I know TWRA offers classes. So check around your local areas.
All right, let's get step away from this just a little bit. Outer Limit Supply, thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for believing in TNT and SOC for 7 years now.
Yeah.
No, 6.
A really long time.
A really long time. I think they were the first company we were actually, fully with,
Yeah.
and we've still stuck true to them.
Yeah,
That
back
says
in
a lot about a
the
company.
Tacoma days, we
Yeah.
were sponsored because that's when I broke my wrist on the side of a mountain, and we had to use the ace bandage that was in our first aid kit.
Yeah, I mean, even Ski Patrol didn't even have anything.
They didn't even have aspirin.
Aspirin, Advil, a splint, an ace bandage. They had nothing. We can get you to a hospital, and I'm like, we don't need a hospital. I just need to brace it until we can get you to an actual doctor that knows what they're talking about. And they had nothing. And we had to go to the truck, bandage you up, and we still enjoyed the rest of the day.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, let's get back to the event. Does anybody have any questions about the event? The Southeast Overland Camping event, yes, we will have some Outer Limit Supply first aid kits on site.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us, see us if you have any questions about them.
It will most likely be at the check-in area, at the swag booth, is where we will have this stuff. And even if you just want to look at it, we can pull it out. Just let me know. I will be there, or one of the girls.
Flag me down on an e-bike.
Yeah, if Darren's running around his e-bike, you'll see this. It's like a flag. So, yeah, we're more than happy to show you everything and give you better details of things.
All right. Any questions about the Southeast Overland Camping event? I mean, we have a lot of cool things coming. I do want to hit on that if you have not gotten your tickets yet for the event, this is a important thing. Head on over to tntoverlander.com. Get your tickets. There is a number that we could reach. If we reach that number, ticket sales will close.
We are getting to that number. Not to scare you guys, but
I mean, we're not super close.
No.
We're over halfway.
But our projection is doing this.
Yes. Which, I think a lot of it has to do with content that, Josh and you and I are putting out. We're being very active on social media, and a lot of new people, a lot of new companies, a lot of new vendors are interested in the event. And that is thanks to you guys sharing everything on Instagram, sharing everything on Facebook. Like, the word wouldn't be getting out there if it wasn't for you. Mm-hmm. And that's just amazing.
But we've also, I don't know, we somehow always make it work where if we are getting to that number, we're going to work with you. Like, we want as many people to come to this event and enjoy it as possible. So don't be afraid that it's going to close.
So Ed wanted us to stress absolutely no campfires on the ground. Campfires are 100% allowed at the event, but there's some limitations to them.
It is a leave no trace event. We cannot burn up their grass. This location is not open to the public yet. They have been closed for winter, and we want to leave this location better than the way we found it, because we want them to have a phenomenal grand opening the weekend after we're there, and we don't want them to have little burnt fire patches in their field. And throughout the year, they host car shows, motorcycle shows, concerts, all of that. And if those people haven't destroyed their field, I don't think we should be the first to do it. I would please stress, do not do a fire pit that will burn the ground.
And think about your fire pit. Propane fire pits are amazing. We use one every trip we go on. Yep. Josh, whenever we're heading to the Save Expo, we'll probably use the Howell propane fire pit, the Ignic, or the Timbo Tusk propane fire pit every night. And yes, I have 3 of them sitting in the garage, and they're great, and they all have their own different uses. But each one of them I would recommend. And then we also have some fire pits that are out there that say leave no trace, that burn wood, that have holes in the bottom, that the ashes fall down and burn the ground and scorch it, and we can't have that.
Yeah.
So pay attention to what you're using. If you think it's a fire pit that might cause an issue, maybe get a fireproof mat to put underneath it.
Yep.
protect the ground, and leave no trace. That's a huge principle of Tread Lightly, and we like to say that we participate and support them, which we do.
Yes. We do.
And we talked about them just 3 weeks ago.
I also want to add on the back of that, if you use a fire pit that uses wood or coal or anything that burns,
I know where this is going.
do not. Everyone knows this.
Everyone
do
knows
not
where this
throw
is
it
going.
in the dumpster. I will say this every single time because one year we literally had a dumpster fire. Please.
And we're not
do
talking
not.
about a Jeep Cherokee. We're talking about a legit dumpster on fire.
My Jeep ran that year actually.
I had to. Josh's look to her whenever I just said that was fantastic.
Yeah, my XJ is not currently running. If you use a fire pit that has some sort of material that burned and you need to empty it before you leave, and it's Sunday morning, it was cool,
Yep.
you wanted to have a fire, that is fine. We want you all to be comfortable. We want you to be warm. If you don't have time to let that cool, please don't put it in a dumpster. Please don't put it on the ground. Let us know.
If anything, leave it where it's at.
Yeah.
I mean, and just tell us.
Worst case, if you have to leave your fire pit, we will take it, we will put your name on it, and we will put it in our storage unit until we're able to meet up with you and get it back to you. But
Absolutely.
we don't want
Issues.
yes.
Problems.
Yes. If there is a situation and you're like, hey, I gotta leave, I can't do this, I'm so sorry, that is fine. We've had to do that. We've had to tell people, hey, we have to leave. Is it okay if we do such and such? We would much rather you approach us with the problem and we can solve it together than
Mike came up with a good idea and maybe have a 55-gallon drum that's marked for hot coals only. Now, Mike, I would like to do that, but I want to emphasize a little bit on some things that we deal with at the event. Trash goes in trash cans. They don't go in porta potties.
they don't go in the middle of the field.
The trash can is full, maybe we don't just stack up non-bagged trash next to it.
Trash goes in bags.
You know, a lot of this stuff our volunteers, us, friends, pick up after the event, and some stuff is absolutely
We do
horrific.
not have a crew designated to do this. So
No.
at the end of the event, Sunday afternoon, Darren and I, Josh, all of our volunteers, our friends that stayed to help, we are walking around the fields picking up tent stakes and pieces of trash and all of that to make sure it's not left in the field. But we've been in situations where we've had to search high and low for some sort of glove to wear because we're picking up disgusting stuff. Yellow bottles and things that should have been in a trash bag.
maybe poured out on the ground. But, you know, do the right thing at the same time. You know, if it is trash, put it in a trash bag, protect it. You know, yes, people have to do their necessary tasks every single day. We have porta potties. During the day, there's real bathrooms up top. I understand things happen at night and you don't want to walk that far. Just please be clean.
Don't leave it for us.
About it.
And we're saying this not because it is a huge,
No, it's a very
deal.
small factor.
Very, very small.
But it happens.
And yeah, we just want you all to know it does happen, and we're just letting you all know. Public service announcement. Trash goes in trash bags, which go into a dumpster.
If the trash can is full, maybe we don't put something there until it's emptied. And we have people that empty the trash constantly,
We do. We have trash emptiers.
like all day.
I will note that on Sunday, it does get very full.
Yes.
That's very, very understandable. But if it's Sunday and you're having to leave and the dumpsters all in the field are full, please put all of your trash in some sort of container, such as a very large box if that's all you have, or preferably a trash can or trash
a bag. Yeah.
so that we can load it and put it somewhere else, or we can have a professional company come, and it's very easy for them to get all of that together.
Josh, you have anything to add on that? You help out with that a lot.
Well, we usually try to leave a couple bags at the trash can.
Yeah, if you actually want to help out just a little bit, if you take that trash bag that's full out, tie it up, there are 3 or 4 bags inside that trash can
Just put it next
that
to
are
the
ready
trash.
to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that would help us and our staff and our volunteers and everybody else out just a lot. There are extra bags inside the trash can. We do that. Josh, you came up with that idea 3 years ago now. Just to leave like 3, 4, 5 bags.
You all don't have to.
No, by
We're
no
just
means you
saying
have
if
to.
you want to.
If you want to help, that would be great.
You all are there as a vacation and having fun.
We did have a question come in. Are there any places that we can fill up water tanks on trailers and campers? It gets a little complicated. So you can fill up water containers, yes, on site, but you're not able to drive your trailer up there and fill it up.
It is a spigot connected to the warden's table, which is up through the fence up the drive from where you all are camping.
We did get the stand that brought it down
Yes.
lower last year, but
We
that's
cannot
where
bring
people walk and
we cannot bring
all
trailers up into that area because that gets you all into the vendor area. So you will have to use a secondary container to go get the water and then take it back.
But we also have a couple gators that could help you if you need 5 gallons
Yes.
or so. We can give you a couple rides back and forth.
Yeah, we will help you.
Please, everybody, not at once. Please travel empty and fill up before you get to the event. That way it lasts you as long as it can.
And generally, most of you all will go through Oak Ridge, I think, and Oliver Springs to get there. And they have numerous places to stop and get water. Tons of gas stations. There's grocery stores. There's Tractor Supply. All of that. So if that is something you are worried about, please check and see what's on your way because there are a ton of options.
All right. So we're going to do a final task for them. We're going to go a little bit longer tonight. We've had a lot of technology issues. We're still like 10 minutes behind of what we normally are. Do we have a final task for these guys that are still watching to jump in on to win this $100+ first aid kit that comes with trauma, boo-boo, basic, and a quick release bag that can be mounted on a molly panel, a headrest, really anything like that. This is one of my favorite kits that they do make.
We had a big first aid bag. You probably saw it in Darren's first slide for Outer Limit, and we had this mounted on the front for a little while.
I can pull it up. You're talking about our first aid bag in that bottom corner right there?
Yes.
Yeah, it mounts to the bag right there on the molly panel.
Yeah, because we used it because I don't remember. We were doing something. I think
We were filming the packing video, and that's why we put it there. And now there's a combo kit that you can actually get the backpack and the quick release system in one.
Actually, we almost had to use it because we had it on that bag for an event where there was a major motorcycle crash. And Darren was able to go, and luckily he didn't need it, but did you forget that event?
No, I remember that.
Luckily he did not need it and he was okay. But we had everything we needed for that. So that was really awesome. But yes, you can go online and there is a combo pack.
Any other final task to get them entered in tonight, or are we just going to do the 2 things? We've got like 7 minutes left. So you have to be following Outer Limit Supply and TNT Overlander, or like both of them on Facebook. Josh has already figured out a way to check that out. And then you had to have tagged 3 friends. It's the @ symbol, type the name, hit the space bar, make sure their name is blue, and then you're good to go. But as long as you tag 3 friends and type first aid kit, just the words, after the 3 friends, and follow TNT Overlander and Outer Limit Supply, you are entered in, and we're going to give that $100 first aid or $100+ first aid kit away here in just about 7 minutes.
Yeah, I think there's a few people that have said that they've joined late. So make sure you guys go back in the chat and do all of that so you can be entered. So I think AJ just joined, and then there's someone else that joined a little bit late.
I saw, this Corey guy jumped in. I'm just kidding. I know Corey. Vicky, absolutely. We just hit on that. Yes, you can use your gas fire pit. No problem with that. That's actually recommended.
Yeah.
We just talked really in depth about that.
Oh, you can do diesel heaters too. I know we didn't
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
that. But if it is a cool,
Let's talk
Okay.
while Josh is calculating. Let's talk diesel heaters and generators.
you can use a diesel heater.
What about generators?
You can use a generator. However, there are quiet hours. I got the quiet hours backwards last time. Quiet hours are 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. And we ask that you not use a generator unless you absolutely need one for, medical reasons and things like that.
At night.
During the quiet period, at
Yep.
night. During the day, you can use a generator. That's fine.
If you want to charge your Anchor, EcoFlow, Jackery, whatever power system you got, and bring a generator and do that with it, heck, if you got a Tesla and you want to drive it to the event and charge your Tesla off the generator, by all means, do that during the day.
Yeah.
We're not going to say nothing.
If you do need a generator at night for things like a CPAP or something like that, please and you're not with a huge group and that kind of thing, please let our parking guys know. And we're going to have an area that is kind of like generator row. You're not going to be far away from people. It's just going to be an area designated so that if there are other people that want peace and quiet and dead silence for sleeping,
Yep.
that they can't hear the generator. But we want everyone to have like equal opportunity and space for camping. So we're not going to push you all to the very end.
And quiet hours also means no loud music after 10. I mean, I don't care if you stay up, sit by a fire, hang out with friends.
Yeah.
But the speakers on like full blast, singing, dancing, all that, let's cut that down just a little bit. And we have a lot, it's a family friendly event. So we have kids that are sleeping. We have, vendors that are sleeping for tomorrow. We have volunteers and staff that are sleeping. So about 10 o'clock, start winding the noise down just a little bit.
Yeah, and we've had some situations where we've had to go and talk to people because adult beverages were had, and the more you have, the less situational awareness you get. And people were very loud. They were laughing, joking, yelling, thinking that they were normal volume. And so, I mean, we've just had to go and say, hey, you can drink, you can be up, you can have fun, but please keep it down.
Now, that doesn't mean that if you see me or Morgan walking up to your campsite, like, oh no, we're in trouble.
Oh, no.
We actually walk the campground, the camping area.
Yeah,
every night.
if we're not actively doing anything at night, probably at 11 o'clock because we're constantly busy, and we're not going to bed and we see lights on, we'll probably come find you and say hi and just wander. We are not the kind of people that are going to yell at everyone who's still awake because we don't actually sleep at our event.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm usually, we have some friends that attend the event, the last one awake. I like to make sure that all of you guys are tucked in bed safely. Everyone has a good time, and I wake her up, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, coming into bed, nice and quietly, and wake up and do it again at 6 a.m.
Yep.
And that's not because I'm trying to keep an eye on you guys or anything. I want to hang out with you guys. So if you're sitting by a fire, I might come join you, even at 2 a.m. in the morning, just because I see a fire going, and I'm like, hey, is everybody okay? Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and especially sometimes I can't make it Friday night, but Saturday night we both try to walk around and catch people that are still awake and just see how you all like the event, if there's anything that you didn't like and why, because we love hearing your all's feedback. That's how we're able to be where we are today, because we have taken your all's feedback and we've made sure that, if we did something that a lot of people said that that's probably not the best idea, we've changed it. We have done a lot of pivoting and we've been very flexible, and we do appreciate your all's comments.
And I will say, AJ Whited, he just joined us. We met AJ 2 years ago, probably walking around the camp field 3 years ago now. One of those,
At least.
maybe 4 years ago.
It's been a while.
AJ has turned into a really good friend. And if you have any Onyx off-road questions, AJ is working with him now. He actually has an Onyx off-road Jeep JK.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be at the event. any questions about Onyx Off-Road, he's, a good person to reach out to. And we met just by walking around and talking.
Yeah, we do emphasize that, and that we will stop talking and we will get to the giveaway. We do emphasize walking around the camping field. We love, love, love that you all go to the vendor area, and we want you to. But please walk around the camping area, because you meet so many like-minded people and you see so many cool things that you wouldn't see anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, unless, other events, but like you're not really gonna like meet these people anywhere else unless you just talk to them.
So, Tornado was his first year, so it was 4 years ago. Yeah, absolutely. AJ, shout out to you. Any questions? Onyx Off-Road, anybody watching this? AJ Whited on Facebook, give him a shout. Sorry, buddy.
Do we have any procedures for severe weather?
We do.
We have
We have a game plan now.
we have lessons learned from the tornado situation.
You will have to abandon your vehicle.
But we do have safe lodging for if there is a tornado warning.
Yes.
We've worked with the owner of the property, and we have access to specific areas in the prison buildings if something does happen. So don't you all worry about that. We will make announcements on radios. We will run vehicle to vehicle. We will do everything we can to make sure that you all are safe.
All right, guys. So, Josh, is everyone's name entered in the two things to do to be entered in the giveaway tonight? They're following SOC or TNT Overlander. They're following Outer Limit Supply, either on Facebook or Instagram. Preferably Instagram. If you have Instagram, go to Instagram right now. Follow them. And then they've commented 3 names and wrote the words first aid kit.
And then I want to just say, Michael, you ordered some trail treats, and yes, I actually ate a couple while we were getting set up because I am starving, and they were very good. I love them so much. I can't stop eating them.
You want to grab a bag real quick?
Which one do you want?
I don't care. Just grab
I
any.
feel like I'm always
I got a
getting
cool
it.
announcement that I just heard from her today. So if you watch the video with Morgan and Josh while he's putting all this together, 2 weeks ago while I was at King of the Hammers, they opened all of these trail treats bags. Now they were like 10, maybe 15 different trail treats. Go watch that video, and if you're interested in them, go buy some, try them, and they're actually going to be at the event.
Yeah, and I think
As a
they
vendor.
will have samples.
I don't know. I know they got product, and everything's good that I've tasted so far, even though Morgan and Josh opened all of it before I got back home. But
Okay,
everything
well,
was phenomenal.
I wanted to try it, and I did.
Vicky, you need to follow TNT Overlander, which is Morgan and I, and Outer Limit Supply first aid kits. Putting that in there for you. Who do we need? Oh, Ed, we will get to that next week for GMRS radio channels. Absolutely. If you don't have a GMRS radio channel, such as Midland Radios, head on over, grab one, and be ready for the event.
All right.
All right. So, Josh, are the names in there? Spin that wheel. Send us a message to our computer. Let us know who won this IFAC Outer Limit Supply first aid kit. And trust us, guys, you will not be disappointed. We have people in here that said they own like 3 kits.
Yeah, and if you win this and you don't fully understand it, because it is for trauma.
Yep. Not all of it.
Okay, well, the trauma part, a lot of people don't know, which is fine. I didn't know trauma until I sat in one of Darren's classes. Bring it to the event, and one of us will show you everything. We will make sure you're comfortable with it. We don't want you to just have it and then just throw it in the car and never feel like you'll ever use it or understand it. So we will help you as much as possible.
And I think what's really cool, too, is, I will FaceTime, Zoom, something with you to go over everything that's in this kit if you are questionable about it and it's your first kit.
Or he may go over ours at the event in his class.
Do not expect a Walmart first aid kit to have everything that you need. Have a reputable kit. There's several reputable companies out there. If you have questions about a reputable company, ask me. I will tell you. This is one that we have worked with, Outer Limit Supply, for several years. It's not the only one, but it's the one that we recommend.
Yep. We trust it because it was built by a first responder who has tried and tested multiple different versions and fully understood what is needed in a first aid kit and the quality that needs to be part of it. So that is why we trust this. But yes, Darren is correct. There are other brands. So just make sure you do your research and make sure it's quality products.
All right. So, guys, Josh just sent me the name of the winner. He put everyone who entered into a randomized spinning wheel. You've been selected for this. But remember, if you've not got your tickets for the 2026 Southeast Overland Camping event, March 27th through the 29th, head on over to our website, get your tickets. TNToverlander.com. Come hang out. Even if you're new to overlanding, if you don't even have a tent yet, you can get a day pass and come hang out.
Yeah.
And stay in Oak Ridge, which is just 20 minutes away. I think it's going to be a great opportunity, a great community building event. As always, this is our 6th year, and it keeps growing every year. So.
All right, spin that wheel.
Oh, it's already spun. We have the name in our private chat. If you want to go ahead and announce it, it's sitting right there.
Baron Smith. I can't read that.
All right. Baron Smith, congratulations. Please send us a message on TNT Overlander, either Instagram or Facebook, with your address and your name. We'll get that to you. We still have last week's winners to send out.
Because Darren has not gotten his sticker pack from the storage unit.
Yeah, we have not the storage unit, from some friends. And even Travis is still joining us with Outer Limit Supply. Travis, absolutely. Shout out to Baron for winning that. But great kits. Be prepared and
don't be scared. Be prepared.
Sure. And you know what, guys? We will see you guys at the 2026 Southeast Overland Camping event. I'm excited. I know you're excited. This is just going to be a great year. Now, quick shout out. We still have some people with us. Next week, Josh and I will be in Stark, Florida. Morgan will be here in Tennessee, in East Tennessee. So if you want to come hang out with Josh and I and Morgan remotely, kind of like I was at King of the Hammers in California.
I won't freeze on you, though.
Come on, hang out with us, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and join Josh and I as we sit at camp by a fire, still on the rocks, even though I don't have any more rocks or anything on it.
I also want to emphasize that it's going to be another really cool giveaway next week as well.
They get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
As we get closer to the event, they just get better.
Yeah.
This is going to be so amazing. Share with your friends. And honestly, if you want to come to the booth on Thursday night, if you're there at Stark, Florida, Josh is going to hate this. You can come, bring a chair, and watch us as we go live. And his face right now is, oh, crap, this is going to be great. And then after the fact, we can sit down, we can chat, and answer any questions that you might have about the event.
Some trail treats for Josh.
This is... Please come sit with us if you're at the event Thursday night. This is going to be great. Follow TNT Overlander and SOC. You'll see our booth number as we post it coming into this week. I think Josh and I are heading out early next week and heading down. If you see the TNT truck or Josh's 4Runner, wave, say hi. And I think we're going to be running channel 15 or 6 on the way down. It changes because of repeaters and stuff. But come say hi. Josh, we got some people that want to say hi to you. This is great. Josh is a good one. He really is. And he will be on the video next week for the second time this year.
Yep.
So I love it.
Josh.
Anything else about the event?
There's a million things about the event, but we can wait until next week.
As we get closer, we're going to dig into more details, bigger companies, bigger giveaways. Share with your friends and join us on Thursday night starting at 7 p.m. Josh, any last remarks? All right. We will see you guys later. It's time for us to go eat some dinner. We'll see you on the trails and hopefully see you next week in Stark, Florida. See you guys.
Get ready for the best overlanding event in Tennessee. The 6th annual Southeast Overland Camping Event. March 27th through the 29th at the historic Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. See you at SOC. Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Dial it in, let the stories talk. TNT Overlander on your screen. Dirt on the rigs, just living the dream. Overland rigs in a dusty line before the trail ride tales and a good campfire. Midland radio chatter, trails to explore. Chasing that rock line and adventure more. On the rock slide, raise it high. Trails, campfires and friends, that's our kind of life. Adventure and explore every single mile on the rock slide. On the rock slide. SOC's calling from the southern side, full of vendors and rigs inside those prison walls. Brushy Mountains got that historical feel. Best in Tennessee, yeah, the legend is real. Vendors lined up, on the tables, trainings, raffles, grab what you're able, numbers getting called, crowd saying yeah, you might roll home with some cool new gear. On the rock slide, raise it high, bourbon by the flames, rubber on the trails, campfires and friends, that's our kind of life. Adventure and explore every single mile on the rock slide. Hey, 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 hey. SOC coming on strong. Mark that date, it won't be long. Tents in a row, stories to explore. Laughs by the fire, let the late night roll. On the rock slide.